Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, like this video. Everybody comment down below. Let me know if you're rocking with Young Dolph, man. Look, so the whole Gotti situation, the reason he signed Glorilla, everybody forgot. That is just a sign that shows you that Gotti had connections inside of the people who are on PRE's side. That's how they were able to know Dolph's location and have ties of somebody who really knew where he was and was dropping the load of them. For example, the fact that Glorilla was on Dolph's side at first and she took pictures of him in the gym. And then now, after Dolph passing everything, now Glorilla signing the CMG. Like, who's to say that CMG don't have communication with all these other people inside of PRE? Like, Gotti, real life, is making people from in the PRE camp tell and say where Dolph is and that, and bribing them, telling them you're going to sign them, give them more money or whatever, right? And if you really look at it, man, that just goes to show that a lot of people were turning their back on Dolph, man. The people that was around young Dolph wasn't there to protect him at the end of the day, except for his brother. And what you got to realize is that if he doesn't have his brother signed as an artist or anything like that, so it should be that if he's always with these artists, Big Moochie Grape, Key Glock, they should have been protecting Dolph even more. And when Key Glock said that when Big Moochie Grape said that he took that flight to New York and they did that whole photo shoot and that video, that Biggie song or whatever, right? And then they came back. It was from that moment on that they stopped protecting him because they knew what was about to happen when they came back from that flight. They knew what Moneybagg Yo and Gotti had coming for it. And all the people in the Makedas who was really ready to do whatever it took, right? And the fact that when you seen how everything played out and they haven't released none of the footage yet, it's because they did something where he's not going to be seen walking out the car. Like I told y'all, somebody else brought that car up. And one thing you guys forgot about is the fact that in the beginning of all this, his brother was parked behind the Makedas on some side street coming from the other side, coming from the back way. And somebody has seen him already, so he didn't show up with Dolph. That's one thing you got to get this cleared. Dolph's brother came and with his own vehicle. He didn't pull up with Dolph in the Corvette or nothing like that. And so the fact that they try to bait and switch that on y'all, that's the crazy thing. And you just got to realize and pay attention and open your eyes and look at the fact that Makedas Raven said it all in her interview with Skull. She said it all. She said that she came and opened that back door. She came and did all that. And that's how Dolph's brother even got let in. Once he got let in and he ran to the front and seen that Dolph was laying there, he seen the car speeding off and try to chase after him. That's what's really going on. And all them people in the back who seen it, and we don't know if they're a part of it or not, but one thing you got to understand is that they had to have been talked to by Gotti and them, because Gotti and them was the ones who had that personal beef there. Gotti was really just mad because Dolph smashed his baby mama because Gotti's baby mama wasn't loyal. And that's not Dolph's fault. And so whatever, however Gotti felt about that, that's wrong for him to keep that beef going over that. And then he involved Black Youngster, who then took it to a whole nother level by doing 2 attempts on Dolph and trying to hit him with the 100 shots. But then in the midst of Black Youngster and his brother trying to get Dolph with the 100 shots and all that, Black Youngster's brother got hit back because Dolph and his people were busting back. He got hit and he fell and he got sent up. And that's why Black Youngster was still salty till this day. And that's why the whole thing was revenge, because they was trying to do get back. That's why they always try to get Dolph. It's because Black Youngster brother was the one who got shot up, and when they returned fire to defend themselves and everything like that. And so that's really why that whole thing escalated to them still chasing him around. And then back in 2021 in November, them setting him up at that cookie shop. And it's all tied to that. And that's what the insurance agent was talking about when they was talking about the situation with Black Youngster in Miami, while he was in Miami at that time and doing all that stuff, is because that was what his alibi was supposed to be. But too bad, because Gotti and Moneybagg Yo were right there on scene in that Bentley at the Makedas. And y'all know that 901 Trigger Trey had his Ford Explorer on the side of Family Dollar, and that's where people was running to from that back door at the Makedas cookie shop. So what y'all gotta understand is that this whole thing is a revolving door. It's been going on for too long for y'all not to understand that they trying to sweep everything under the rug and all that. A lot of people had a hand to play in this, and that's why they're trying to cover it up. But they all got caught in the lies by letting Makeda's Raven come on air and trying to say a made-up story and then changing that story once she got caught lying, basically. So what y'all gotta understand is that this is the same thing that happened with Raven brother, and the fact that he knows Straight Drop. Like, they all went to school with each other, and so they all planned on this. Like, they knew Straight Drop was gonna be the fall guy, but the two guys coming out the back is still on the run. That's why they're trying to get CEO TZ. That's why they're trying to get what's his name? They're trying to get Shondale Barnett and released him because he the guy that could have even pulled the trigger, man. He the main hit man, one of them. And when they got him in and he snitched on Cornelius and Straight Drop, they let him go. But then once they heard the other two guys snitched on him for being there shooting too, then they realized that they really released one of the dudes that actually hit up Dolph. And so he is closely connected with Black Youngster because he's the one that came in that Instagram video where they pulled up to the hood and they try to intimidate anybody in South Memphis, basically. And what y'all got to understand is that Makedas probably used to have him work at the cookie shop in the back and everything, probably had him dressed up and all that, acting like a worker, and then he ended up getting away either in the back of 901 Trigger Trey's trunk because he ran around the back of the Family Dollar. That's the one guy that 007 never saw. But she said when they exited out the back, the dude with the dreads, that was reported out there. So the witnesses seen who it was, but it was just never caught on footage. That's why we've been telling them that the Family Dollar manager needs to release that footage, and so does Makedas and all that, because look, they auctioned off that footage, man, because it went to ADT. They trying to sell it, have it edited, man. They trying to cover all that stuff up. You know how they do all this stuff, man. So other than that, this whole situation with Big Moochie Grape is still being talked about him basically having something to do with the turkey drive situation and him getting snatched up. But when he took that trip, he stopped protecting Dolph. And you could really tell because he went and did the turkey drive in his hood and changed the location up on Dolph. And Dolph was saying to the public that he was going to Big Moochie Grape's turkey drive. And then all of a sudden the scheduling gets mixed up to try to throw Dolph off. And so that's one thing y'all got to understand, man. So this is an ongoing situation, and there's about to be some big breaking news coming out. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm about to catch y'all in the next one, man. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button.